This right here is Volkwin, a budding young warrior priest looking to rise through the ranks to go ahead and truly inspire Sigma's word to the old realm. However, last episode, you guys were pretty mean to Volkwin. You kept on sprouting this nonsense how a warrior priest should not have hair, and how it was heretical that good old Volkwin had spent his life growing such a luscious forest atop his head. So this is Volkwin now. I hope you guys are happy. He caved into peer pressure, all because of how rude you guys were in the comments. So to help turn this frown upside down with the loss of Volkwin's luscious locks, please do drop a like and a comment down below. It helps out massively. And let's just say, if you don't, then his big brother Luther Hess is maybe gonna go ahead and pay you a visit. But yes, welcome back to our next episode of the Warrior Priest playthrough. Don't worry if you haven't seen the first one, I will of course leave the playlist down below in the description, but these are all self-contained, so you can go ahead and just sit back and watch some awesomeness as we continue to progress through this campaign. And today we've got some big plans. I plan to do an absolute ton in today's episode, so make sure that you are ready, because it is going to be one hell of an adventure. So here is what's on the agenda. So first things first, I need to hit clan rank 2. By hitting clan rank 2, I go ahead and unlock a whole wealth of new abilities. I go ahead and basically obtain ourselves a much larger roster. We can have about 80 soldiers, and with them 80 soldiers, I am going to be dominating. However, that is also going to allow us to unlock the second tier of our warrior priest career system, and this is where the real fun does begin. We unlock so many amazing abilities for our Sigmarite units and also for our battle prayers that we're going to become extremely deadly on the battlefield and just be able to start popping out priest spells like no tomorrow. On top of that, and really the second major thing I want to do is also unlock artillery. Now, to unlock artillery, we're going to need to do a few things. First things first, we're going to have to get our engineering up to level 50. That's going to unlock our first cannon and unlock our first quest, which we're going to have to go visit the armory at Knoll to go ahead and start progressing that. And then I think the final thing, there's quite a lot, right? The final thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and progress down and maybe get access to the grand level battle prayers. That's going to be a really exciting level. I played a bit off camera, and that's allowed me to go ahead and unlock the next tier of battle prayers. So we have adept levels. There's going to be some really cool stuff which we'll experiment with in a second. But yeah, that is going to be the plan for today's episode. Lots of battles, lots of engaging, lots of leveling up. We are actually pretty close. As I said, I played a bit off camera, so we're only need about another 40 renown to get the next tier. So that should be really our first objective. And on top of that, actually, something that I should really point out as well, and a very good tip for anyone playing the old realms, is before you read any book, if you want to maximize the amount of experience you get from that book, make sure that you have enough engineering points. Make sure you have fully filled out this focus. That's going to boost your learning rate, and then when you finally do read that book, you're going to put that 5,000 experience to massive use. Oh, we just got ourselves a wandering merchant as well. I love these events that do just pop up. They go ahead and give you access to some really good gear. Normally it's out of our price range. However, with this upgrade, we've actually gone ahead and got some pretty good warrior priest stuff. Now, unfortunately, I think the warrior priest hammer and the flagellant mace is a bit out of our price range, but this lower tier one could be a great start for us to level up our two-handed skill. Is it one-handed? No, it's one-handed. Okay, well, it's a big upgrade because it does also provide us with holy damage. It's 19 grand, which is all of our money, but they also have a warrior priest shield. Boom, look at that. We do need to sell, maybe we can just sell this stuff, right? Yeah, boom, there we go. Beautiful. See, shaving my head and my beard has actually kind of started to turn out pretty well. I'm starting to inspire the warrior priest flow. Sigma has sent this traveling merchant to me to go ahead and unlock this. So boom, nice, another 10% holy damage and a badass looking shield. I think as well we're gonna have to get rid of these javelins as well. It's just not very Sigma of me. Okay, so this is our current army. Nothing too special whatsoever. We have a ton of these flagellants. They're gonna make up the majority of our force, and they're really good. They're super strong. However, we haven't really got the career abilities to make them insane just quite yet. That's going to come at the tier 2, so when we hit the next renowned level. However, they do still provide us with some really good shock infantry, and once they get stuck in, their two-handed weapons just tear the enemy apart. We also have a decent-ish front line of our gun line. We are getting there slowly. A handful of rifles and other units, which are getting better and better slowly but surely. On top of that, we also do have new level spells. So, of course, we have our healing hands. We've had that for a while. We now have access to Armor of Righteousness, which I actually don't know exactly what it does, but I can only assume it provides us with some sort of big armor buff, whether it's a ward save or whatever. And then we also have this amazing ability right here called Vanquish. And you guys are going to see what it does in about 10 seconds. We're going to keep on falling back here as the gun line opens up. So, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to clump up the boys. Now, this is very bad. And then we're going to go boom. And look at that. We're going to charge, pull out our weapon, and now everybody has flaming holy attacks. How awesome is that right there? Boom. Just like that, our infantry are now slapping so much harder. It's just absolutely a beautiful... Look at him just cut down the enemy line. That is amazing. Nice. Already another 6 renown. That's really good. Killing Beastmen is definitely profitable, not only for the actual goods themselves, because they actually drop some decent equipment you can sell and make some good money, but also for renown. I guess because they provide such a decent challenge, you can really farm them to level up. I mean, we must be very close. Yeah, we're not that far off whatsoever. As well, something I completely forgot to do whilst we are just leveling up, I'm just basically farming Ungors right now, is we now have the last bonus we can put in. So we can now double the aura size of Righteous Fury, which is going to be a real nice boom. So when we do get in these larger battles, which I think we're going to go ahead and maybe join up with our main army to go ahead and actually get into some of these bigger battles, because as I said, we are very close now to clan rank 2, which is where the real fun begins. Utilizing stuff like Righteous Fury is just going to be insane. And now that it has double the range, oh, it's going to be absolutely deadly, giving everybody physical resistance as well as extra bonuses. All right, this isn't a bad battle to show off. 46 versus 64. So we are outnumbered. The cultists and the Ungors have come together. Okay, we should be able to utilize some of our battle prayers here pretty effectively. The thing I'm worried about again is going to be their missiles coming in. That is going to be very brutal. But maybe what we do is this time we drop an Armor of Righteousness. We need to be a little bit tankier this time to fight this many. And I assume Armor of Righteousness probably gives us a fat old ward save, I would imagine. So let's do that and then let's charge. So now you can see everybody's buffs coming up looking beautiful like that. And I imagine, yeah, this is going to be heavily dependent, like just giving us maybe a massive ward save or damage reduction. It's going to be something along them lines. Doesn't seem to last as long as I maybe would like. That's fine though. Let's keep on taking down these Ungors. We need to make sure that we kill the guys with a big old two-hammered, like two big old hammers and stuff like that, because they will do a lot of damage. Can we also pop our Righteous Fury as well? No, we can't quite pop that yet. Okay, that's fine. And now we can clear this guy out. Okay, that was not as bad. However, yeah, we need to make sure we kill that guy before he swings, because he will one-shot. Yeah, the Beastmen with the big old weapons are just, yeah, brutal. Okay, now we can pop up a Righteous Fury. Boom. Righteous Fury is now firing off. Everybody now has damage reduction and extra holy damage. And the great thing is as well is that our Righteous Fury actually heals us alongside that. It's a beautiful buff. And also when we get some good armor, it's going to be even better, because once we get good armor, we can then take more damage, meaning we can then pop Righteous Fury more often. And then when we take damage, we can then repop Righteous Fury. And it's just like this ever-ending heal, damage reduction, damage buff boost. Oh no, it seems like the moot is now no more. The poor halflings have been destroyed. What can men do against such reckless hate in this world? Okay, we're going to join up with the siege camp here. It should be a pretty easy battle. The walls are still destroyed from previous engagements. I imagine we're going to just basically mount up. But this is really good for us because it's a small garrison, but it should provide us with the free renown we need to hit the next clan tier. And as you can see, that's going to be very juicy. A bigger party size, more workshops, which we should actually buy. Workshops would be a great way to make some money as we keep on getting more of our influence unlocked and a larger army. Okay, maybe. This is normally not like the worst thing in the world. How many? Okay, so they have what? 1, 2, 4. Yeah, they have 4 lords. So that's 4 winds of magic we have to deal with. I actually don't think this is the worst thing in the world to fight this battle. Yeah, and look at that. They don't even want the smoke. Yeah, as I say, normally what you want to do is in these engagements is generally 2 to 1. If you have 2 to 1 of the vampire soldiers, then you're probably in good stead. And we have roughly around about that. And yeah, seemingly the army doesn't want to engage us, which is great for us. We're going to make our way inside. The main killer when it comes to vampire armies is their winds of magic. Their troops are their whatever. Your soldiers should outmatch them. However, their winds of magic could kill 200 soldiers easily in a single battle. Now, this battle obviously isn't going to be a long one. Our soldiers are going to probably win just through missiles and shooting at the enemy alone. But one of the things I love about playing a warrior priest in this situation is like, look at how many soldiers I can adjust. Like, boom. All of these guys are now running in with flaming blades, holy damage damage on their Reichsguard swords and everything else along the line. Like, that is amazing. It also provides us with some really good skill buffs as well. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to find anybody to help level us up. We'll have to see if there's anyone we can get kills. But normally in like a bigger siege, we can really utilize that to our advantage. Just constantly being able to cast spells, get damage, and yeah, level up like crazy. Okay, there's a few people here we can take out. Again, anyone we can kill is better because we need to grind as much focus points as possible so that we can unlock more engineering experience, so we can start getting the cannons. Look at the boys up there as well, pushing the battering ram. These vampire maps are so beautiful. It's actually insane. Selves, we could go pop another vanquish if we wanted to. Let's just go and pop down a healing hands. Let's just go ahead and support the people around us. If anybody's wounded, we'll do that. Boom, another point. I imagine you could probably quite easily abuse this mechanic if you wanted to. Try and like glitch out an enemy army or something and then just constantly cast spells, because as soon as you defeat the enemy, you can't cast spells. The devs have thought of that, which is a cool way of doing it. And there we go. A nice little victory right there. I will take that. And again, does that give us enough? Oh, no, just okay. We're going to have to go kill some beastmen, I think. And luckily, there's an army of beastmen right outside of the fortress we were just at. And you can actually see, look at this. So because we are now in vampiric lands, look at the maps completely changed. We went from like the luscious green lands of the Empire, maybe pretty war-torn, but still very cool nonetheless, to yeah, now this, where it's yeah, nowhere near as beautiful, nowhere near as nice. Let's get our Righteous Fury up and running if we can. On the boys. Perfect. Thank you for saving me. Let's jump in so everybody can get it. Boom. Righteous Fury. We're healing. Everyone around us is healing. Damage reduction. Holy power is beautiful. And boom. Just like that, we are now clan rank 2. Okay, so this is, as I said, where the fun well and truly begins. We unlock the next 3 tiers of our warrior priest career system. Start off, we have a relentless fanatic. This is going to give us increased HP, extra holy damage. Both of them are really nice. However, Sigmarite troops get a resistance to physical damage. Sigmarite troops being our flagellants. That's really nice. Faster party speed. And then Righteous Fury also scales with our leadership, and troops affected by it are unbreakable. That's pretty good. Already, we're getting a 0.05% for every point in faith and a 0.5 second increase to wrath. So right now, we're sitting at, what, 85 faith. So as of right now, we're getting an extra 4.5 seconds, if my maths is correct, close to that, on our Sigmarite wrath, which is also healing us. Everyone's also getting a big old melee damage attack as well, boost from it, which is up to almost 25%. However, when we get the Righteous Fury with leadership, that's going to give us an additional, I mean, our leadership is trash right now. We're going to level up, don't you worry. But that's going to, again, help to enhance that. So we could have like a Righteous Fury running for like 20 seconds. And then we have our Protector of the Weak, which is the next one along. That's more about us specifically, but still really nice nonetheless. Increases our own personal HP, our own personal melee physical resistance, our own personal magical resistance, which is nice. Also, when we get hit below certain damages, we don't stagger, so we can just keep on hitting away and, you know, trade blows very nicely. And then we finally, Righteous Fury scales with the highest melee weapon skill. Again, our one-handed skill is already up to 7.8, so that's another, what, 4.5 seconds if 85 is 4.5. That's very close. Again, that stacks with both of these. So we're now getting an additional 9 seconds to our Righteous Fury, an extra 9% melee damage just from them bonuses alone. And then finally, Holy Purge, which is probably my favorite right here. Extra 10% holy magic damage. Perfect, love it. All Sigmarite troops gain an additional 10% ward save. That's a flat damage reduction. So from missiles, melee, physical, magic, fire, holy, whatever it is, it's just a pure flat damage reduction. That's really good on infantry that don't have shields to block. On top of that, they also get melee damage bonuses to non-humans, so basically vampires. But I guess that does also stack against when they eventually add in like dwarfs and beastmen, etc. I mean, beastmen are already in, but you know what I mean, like every other race. That's really, really nice. So all right of a sudden, they're getting 10% damage reduction on everything, 10% melee bonus. On top of that, the next one is just an extra 10% holy damage. And then finally, all units affected by Righteous Fury then get burning weapons, which I assume is what our vanquish is. That That's insane. That is so strong. So we are 100% going to go down this route right off the bat. I want to get the ward save, and the extra magic damage on myself is beautiful. Things are going to be heating up very quickly, and it's going to be in a very, very exciting start. On top of that, we also now have an increase to our army size, so we can have 88 soldiers. So I'm going to probably head back, kind of give up on this war against vampires for a little bit. Maybe doing a little bit of farming here and there, just keep on progressing that, like helping out any of these lone travelers. And then, yeah, we're going to come back and then probably go after getting cannons. So we've made it back to a city, and I think one thing we're going to have to do now is start leveling up our engineering. It's going to be really important to do so. Now, I haven't managed to max out the entire focus point, but it should be fine. So there's a few, I think there's 2 engineering books in total. The Wanderer of Age, which is a book that gives us engineering and trade. This book at the top, which we're going to probably just buy this one right here, as it gives us just flat engineering, and it's a little bit cheaper as well. There's other books which you can pick up with leadership and other stuff like that, but again, I don't think that's something we're going to really want to mess around with quite yet, because we just don't have the focus points for it. Looking back on things, I probably should have focused more on my, my focus points. Maybe not put so much in medicine so I could then put it in others, but this should still be good nonetheless. So let's go and get this book read. Really simple. All we have to do is click on it in our inventory, click read scroll, and now we're going to be reading that, and that should give us enough to start unlocking cannons. We'll wait in the settlement as we continue to read it, and boom, look at that. We are gaining tons of skill points. Now, not as many as if we had 5 focus points in it, and that's something we should look at, like make sure we don't level up so we don't get another one we could stick in. But all we need is 50 engineering. That's literally all we need to start the first quest, and that's really all we got to 53. Wow, when I did this the first time, when I had 5 focus points, we got to like 70 engineering just like that. And this is one of the easier ways to do it. You can do, I'm sure there's plenty of other ways you can do if you need to, by just like getting into defensive sieges and stuff, but that's going to be the most important. Okay, cool. Now we've got the engineering requirements. We have to head our way to Knoll, which is just obviously up here, and then to the north. Oh, and of course use this time bow as well to go and make sure that we are dealing with the heretic scum as we progress our way on. I can't let these beastmen roam the Imperial lands so freely like they are doing. As a budding engineer, it's beautiful. The first time seeing the city of Knoll. And of course, the forges themselves. All of these assets are completely custom made, and it looks beautiful. And this guy has the audacity. I've read one book on engineering, which makes me an expert at it. I'm sure other engineers would totally agree in the comments. And he goes ahead and calls me, but I don't have a speck of black powder nor grease. Am I in the right place? I am, sir. Yes, I am. So he's basically telling me that I don't have access to the forges of Knoll. I have to prove myself, and he's a bit over exerted right now, busy building the cannons for the empires, and he basically requires me to go out and hunt the plans that have been stolen from this forge. And maybe if I do that, he'll give me access to the forges of Knoll. That means cannons, that means gunpowder, that means a lot of juicy things. On top of that, I can also actually sell back the engineering book to the shops as well. That's just straight up capitalism, baby. So only 31 of them. We have to hunt down some runaway thieves. It's going to be pretty easy to bring them down. I can also tell them that I may spare their lives if they lay down their weapons. They refuse. Well, then they shall fear me. Oh, this is actually the perfect map for it as well. We are literally in such a good position here to take them. Their cavalry is going to be fairly useless. I mean, okay, I say that. Okay, he just ran through. He's going to be annoying to deal with. However, everybody else should be able to fire in on here very, very effectively. And just, yeah, they have no shields. Just like me. Just like me for real. Okay, let's charge them. Bring them down. I'll be able to put my heal off in 5 seconds as well. Okay, big boy heal coming down. Boom. Big boy heal. Big boy heal. Yeah, no match for Sigma's fury whatsoever. Now, on a scale of 1 to mad, how much do you think Sigma would be annoyed at me if I started wielding a Chaos Banner? On one side, it is heretical, but on the other side, it also gives me a 5% melee damage increase, which then allows me to smite the enemies of Sigma 5% better. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I have returned, and yet they are still missing. He's going to go ahead and give me another mission to head out, and it's fine. As long as our bargain stays the same, good sir, Master Engineer, I will go out on another wild goose chase to return what is rightfully yours. Found him, goddamn Goswind, you traitor to know. I shall bring you to justice through steel, faith, and hopefully soon, gunpowder. God, this guy has the audacity to start shooting at me with his pistol. Boys, get him! Unleash hell! Somebody! Can we all just take a moment as well to please ignore this banner? Nothing to see here whatsoever. Look at him. He's like, yeah, no, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Okay, Goswin down. Now let's push up and deal with these dudes. Okay, here we go. It's going to be a big boy vanquish, and then we're going to charge in there, get stuck in. The guns are softening them up. Everyone has flaming blades. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. I'll get my Righteous Fury ready to pop if we take damage. Just spread out a little bit, please, and then charge. There we go. Nice. Let's get stuck in. So I don't actually mind taking a bit of damage as well, you know? Like, if I take some damage, it's not the end of the world because we get to pop Righteous Fury. We do need to invest in better armor until then. I have returned with your parts. Goswind will no longer be a problem. Oh, we also get a little bit of gunpowder as well. Nice. And boom, we now have access to the Forges of Null. I, of course, good sir, would like to buy some cannons. Also, take up the crap because I'm going to need every little bit of cash to afford these cannons because they are expensive. So here we go. We get access to the mortar and also the great cannon. And then every 50 points in engineering we get, we can unlock another one, which is really nice because they do actually have some... This is gunpowder books here. Okay, no more engineering books. Unfortunately, that would have been juicy to be able to get them. But also unlocking some rifles and other stuff like that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, especially for our companions, which is also actually really good. So I think first things first, we're just going to grab a mortar. We just need something cheap that we can utilize and use. It's not all of our money as well, so it's only 10 grand of our cash. We're also going to want to buy some engineers, so I'm probably going to buy a handful of them because not only are they really good in obviously manning the cannons, you need them for that, you also can upgrade them to like Iron Company as well. So they're basically just really advanced null engineers with huge rifles. Yeah, you can see you can even upgrade them into like these dudes with like grenade launcher. The master engineers are brutal. The null Ironsiders are insanely strong with their rifles, do so much damage. I think I actually want to maybe grab a few more than just 8. So let's go back. Okay, now we just need to find some unsuspected people to go ahead and utilize it. And boom, there it is right there. 50. Oh my god, it's dragged them all in. This is over 100. Okay, this is the real test. Let's see just how effective our artillery is in a massive forest area. Oh no. Okay, so not the best position in the world, but still fine nonetheless, I hope. So let's put down our mortar there. Boom. Our infantry or the engineers should immediately go to mount it, and we need that thing firing. I think its range is about 190 yards, so it should be able to get a handful of shots. Oh, did I mess this up? No. Okay, we should be fine. For a second, I thought I'd put it directly behind the tree, which would not have been good. Okay, the first shot's going off and already racking up some really good kills on them. The trees aren't providing them with too much cover. Another round should be coming in momentarily. Good damage. A few kills as well. We're going to really need to try and thin these out. But this mortar can constantly unleash. And there's another volley right there. A handful of kills. You love to see it. The guns are now opening up, really softening up their line. And our infantry is going to have to get ready to push in momentarily. The mortar might do a bit of friendly fire, but you know, it's all okay in the name of glorious honor, fire, death, everything else along them lines. Okay, let's get stuck in. We're gonna have to try our best to whittle them down as quickly as possible. The more of them we kill, the better. Hopefully no more mortar rounds coming in and slaughtering us like that. However, it's actually not the end of the world because I just did it. I'm actually very close. One more hit, please. And then I'm actually very okay. Hold fire, I think. Okay, boom. Righteous Fury. That should heal us. We'll get healing hands down as well. Can we get healing hands down? Yes, healing hands down as well. Boom, everybody's healing. Okay. Yeah, I probably should be telling these guys to hold fire now. I mean, realistically, I should probably... You guys hold fire? Yeah, hold fire. They should stop them from shooting now, I think. Right? Yeah, they no longer shoot. Yeah, we need to make sure when they get a bit too close, we hold fire because that probably killed a lot more of our own soldiers than I was meaning to. Look at that. Already 14 renown. That's going to speed us very quickly to the next tier. And also, because we are still a mercenary for Averland, we're getting a huge bonus when it comes to money from our influence. We trade it in, basically, and we get tons of cash, which means more cannons, more books, more infantry. Oh, four like really good engineers, and then we can start going down the company iron guard. Yeah, that's just more rifles. Our gun line is brutal. We need more flagellants for sure, so let's go pray and get some more. Oh, and another career point. Perfect. All damage to, all damage deals more damage to non-humans. Perfect. All troops deal more damage to non-humans. That's really good. Okay, now what we want to do, we've basically we've completed our first two objectives. Hit clan rank 2, get cannons. Now the final objective is to probably obtain some better armor, but let's have some fun battles against vampires. Oh, another juicy little battle here. 50 more Ungors ready to be slaughtered by our mortar. Now, it would be really nice, honestly, if we could get like a separate group for like just artillery. I don't really think there's a way to do that, but like it'd be so good if there was a way to like assign just like a certain unit. If only Tail Worlds didn't remove that ability to group up soldiers. I don't know why. Why did they do that, Tail Worlds? I have no idea. Oh, I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning, just unleashing round after round after round on the enemy lines. It's beautiful. Gonna probably have to tell him to hold fire momentarily. So we'll go and do that. The mortar can now hold fire. Infantry charge. Do we have access? So we've almost got an armor of righteousness. That's going to give everybody obviously a ward save. So let's pop that down. But remember, we're already doing an extra 10% damage here. And also an extra 10% physical resistance. So the extra ward save there from the righteousness is just going to kind of be doing that extra little bit of just keeping people alive. Because our flagellants are harder to replace. And look how many kills they're getting. 25 kills just like that for one casualty. Not bad. We're also doing an extra 40% damage as well. Plus 10% physical. So basically an extra 50% damage. Wow, look at this united siege effort over here for Breacher. 800, 700 vampires, but we are supported by the lands of Sterling. We've come together as the Electicals. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful thing to see right here. Fort Breacher as well, definitely living up to its name. It doesn't have the physical time to repair these walls, and they're constant 2 breaches in the settlement at any time. Okay, it looks like instead of taking the settlement, we are going to be fighting a pretty large vampire army. It's mainly made of necromancers, so we're going to see their army of 750 soldiers jump very, very quickly as we start the battle. Okay, so first things first, in this battle, we're going to want to, of course, get our cannons and artillery set up ASAP. Make sure we're away from enemy lines as well. We're going to want to make sure that we're close enough. You can already see the Imperial artillery opening up, doing a little bit of friendly fire as well. You love to see it. Hopefully, not killing any of my... Yeah, killing some of my men. Cheers for that, guys. Okay, I think our mortar can be placed probably around about here. I mean, I'm still super scared from that cavalry about to run towards me. But yeah, we want to get our artillery firing on their main line as quickly as possible. Go on, give them a volley. Let's see how much damage that does. As their knights come flying in. Hold! Oh, hold. Nice. The mortar's doing some pretty crazy damage, though. I like to see it. We also have our healing down, so let's pop down that healing right away. Try and buff our guys back up. Oh, no. Our mortar position is about to get overrun as well. Wow. The enemy are getting, like, really up here in our face. You'll also notice as well that their number's going to be ballooning. Good mortar shot right there. All right, boys. Get ready to hold the line. Get ready to hold, and charge. Just give them hell. Give them hell. Give them no quarter. We'll send these guys back. And look how much damage we're doing to them as well. We're doing so much damage. It could be extra 10%. The physical resistance is amazing. Even on these calm race, we're doing a lot of damage too as well. I'm really, really proud of you guys. Vanquish is up in a second, so we'll be able to pop that off on every bit of infantry that we have momentarily. The guns are firing. The mortar's still kind of trying to do its thing. Okay, Vanquish is down in 5 seconds. We're going to give everybody flaming blades. Even our cavalry, even our missiles. Okay, boom. Everybody here now has flaming blades. Go off and do your thing. Our own infantry is continuing to pursue them. Be safe, though. Let's not overextend. Let's let the mortars do their thing. Wow, look at the range of the cannon as well. The cannon is hammering them at 500 meters away. That's insane. Our mortars are around about 200, but yeah, we need to maybe get ourselves a cannon. Oh, wow, they just straight up retreated from that. Brutal. Okay, I mean, we'll take the easy dub if they're going to accept that. We're going to immediately get into another fight with them. I know that, because the AI in Bannerlord doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, as stupid as it is, you literally can't retreat even if you retreat. It's so stupid. Oh, a Von Carstein banner. I mean, that surely has to be an upgrade, right? It has to be an upgrade from a Chaos banner to a Von Carstein banner. Oh, no, maybe it does. Okay, well, can we hunt these guys down specifically? I'd take a fight. One mano on mano. Okay, let's just destroy them. Okay, I guess we're fine with that. Oh, there's another army there as well. We could try and catch. No, they're going to run inside the city like cowards. Okay, not bad. I mean, we got a good taste of our artillery. Oh, and a traveling merchant. Okay, please have some good stuff for us. Please, please, please. Okay, hammer. Is that it? I want armor. 75k though. There's no way we have enough for that, right? I might have to sell my mortar just to afford it, because mortars we can get at any time, whereas this is a little bit more like, yeah, like we can only get at specific times. Yeah, look at that. We can actually do it. Now, if I was to not sell my mortar, are we close? 50k. We are actually really close. Okay, we could do this and probably still keep our mortar. Okay, boom. Look at us. Oh, baby, we look sick. And also, this warrior priest armor not only gives us massive boosts to our armor, but we also gain the extra 10% holy damage as well. So right now we're doing, what, 30% holy damage just from our equipment alone. Now, unfortunately, no mace. I would love to get this warrior priest hammer, but yeah, we just can't afford it. Not enough money in the coffers for us to do that. But hey, I'll still take it. We got to keep our mortar. We got some massive armor upgrades now. Look at us. We look like a proper warrior priest. Now, I wonder, can I like catch this army? Like, they are fun. No, okay, they're gonna go away. I think it's only right that we finish off this episode with a prey, replenish some of our flagellants. Only 2 of them this time joined us. But yeah, we're now up to 95. Okay, cool. So this has been an amazing episode. Up to 95 faith, almost hitting 100. And then when we hit 100, whenever we heal inside of settlements, we're going to gain more faith experience, which is going to really speed up our faith grind. And then we're going to get access to grand level spells. And then very close, we're going to be able to donate to shrines to get even more renowned and level up. It's going to be incredible. On top of that, we're very close to hitting the max rank. Whenever we pop Righteous Fury, we're going to be able to receive a massive weapon bonus. And we can continue to work on our engineering to get another cannon. We need to basically get to 100 engineering, and then that's going to give us access to the next level of artillery. And I've got to say, our army is looking pretty neat, if I do say so myself. If we go by type, we can see that our front line, 39 flagellants, and now getting all the bonuses to physical resistance, melee damage boosts, and everything along them lines. Starting to get a few shielded infantry as well. I kind of want at least a line of shielded infantry to kind of make up for that. But our missiles are looking great. Empire Marksman right there. Iron Company leveling up into these awesome guys with just huge rifles. We've artillery crew. Ideally, we need to get Walmar, the engineer, into having a rifle. Right now, he's just completely naked and not really good with anything. We need to get him like a pistol or something so we can start leveling that up. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think a very, very successful episode. We did everything we wanted to and more. If you guys want to see another part of this where we continue this on, continue to get more artillery, take on bigger battles, continue to level up our character, and obviously fill out more of the career system, let me know down below in the comments. We are so close to the next tier of Grand Prayers, so it'd be a shame not to. But go ahead and drop a like, drop a comment. If we get to 300 likes, I'll do a part 3 to this. You can check out the first part as well if you want to see how we got here down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.